Hi, MS Live. Let me just start this video on YouTube. Good morning, MS Live. I'm your host, Dulci Hill, and we got a lot to talk about today. This here, I'm not sharing this in any groups. So if you like this and you want to share it to your group, please go ahead and do that. But I'm not going to do that. This is our last MS Live before next week we do the party. Hi there, Jane. Jane's in the house. It's so good to see you. I was thinking about you. Yeah, see my golden retriever's walking in. And Sharia, come here, Ranger. Come say hi. Come here. Come here. Come here. And there's the Christmas dogs. Come here. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Right there. He's saying good morning or good morning MS Live. Anyway, Dennis, I just want to go over this Christmas party next on Thursday. This coming Thursday. Hi, Sharia. Hi, Kim. This Thursday at thank you. Thank you. Yeah, he knows he's handsome. But it's this Thursday at 11 o'clock. Uh, you know what's wonderful is that Dennis has stepped up and he's going to be facilitating this Zoom party. We have a Christmas party. Hi there, Dennis. And I was just talking about how you are taking the reins and you're going to have the Christmas party and you're a part of this. You're not a part of this. You are this. It is so good to be a participant. I was telling my husband this morning, I was putting on my face. Hi, Jackie. I was putting on my face and I said to him, gosh, I don't feel like doing any of this MS Live today. And it's so important that I'm here so that you can have each other. It doesn't matter how I feel. It doesn't matter how Dennis doesn't. It just we can make it happen. We can make it all happen. So the big thing coming Christmas, the big thing that I want to talk about that's been laid on my heart is let's practice one thing this Christmas season. Let's practice understanding other people and not being understood. It's understanding. So many times we're hell bent on being understood. It's because whenever we say because I'm there, no, you know what? What are you saying? I'm not pretty. You know what? I put the lighting. It's all smoke and mirrors. I'm telling you, it's smoke and mirrors. The way I look, it's smoke and mirrors. It's smoke and mirrors. Karen's in the house. So many times, especially we don't feel well. We just aren't feeling well. And we don't want to do MS Live, and we don't want to do this Christmas party, and we don't want to email this list around. So many times, it's trying to be understood. Is it important that you guys understand me, or is it important that I go out and I attend all these get-togethers? I see all of my friends, and they ask me, "How you doing?" Do I want to be understood? I am doing. I'm unbelievable. I don't want to spend time thinking about me. Instead, asking them, how are you doing? Are you done your Christmas shopping? Deflect, deflect, deflect. See, I got my walker, my printer. All right. And so, you know what, Dennis, you're huge. Dennis is huge. He's putting together this Christmas party, and I'll be a participant. I love that. I love that you're taking care of this. I put together the spreadsheet. Again, if you're watching, hi, Glenda. If you're watching this, and again, I think I've got, hi, Linda. I've got all of the YouTube people on this meeting. I think we should, right now, this is the Christmas party. I think there's 25 people, and what I want to do is that's going to take place. I'm going to pull a lot of people on camera next week on Facebook, and then on YouTube. Let's see. I got to put on my glasses, so let's see, because I got a question. Once upon a time, 85 multiples. Okay. In if you lived in England and or Italy in 1985, if you were diagnosed with MS, you'd get a subsidy. That's not true in the United States. But what we do is we get disability when we can't work. We get insurance. We get that. I you know what? I go across the Facebook groups and I look at questions, and I don't answer a lot of stuff. But I think because I don't have to, you guys answer these questions. Somebody asked that they were just diagnosed with MS, and should they, hi, Robert, should they apply for disability, Social Security disability, just because they got diagnosed? You know what the lion's share of you guys said? What the heck are you thinking? You only apply for Social Security when you can't work because of MS. And your symptoms prohibit you from doing a good job. And that's so huge. Here's the reason why you don't want to get on Social Security disability so much early, is because you won't get as much money. So hi, Deb. You won't get as much money. So the longer you work, the more your Social Security benefits will be. So don't check out of work early. Also, it's pretty hard to qualify for Social Security disability. Most people are denied many times. And why are they denied? Because they can work. They can work. They can still work. So you know what? Work. Plus, I retired a little too early. I couldn't do my job anymore. I had a high pressure job. I couldn't do it anymore, but I couldn't do that job. I should have done another job. I should have. You know what? Learn from my mistakes, people. I've got so many mistakes. In fact, I've made only mistakes. And what did I do successfully? You know what? I exercise. All right. See, you know what? And Jane's talking about, you know what? Thank you, ladies. Thank you for talking about. Hi, Frank. Thank you. Jane said that she worked 28 years. Did you work 28 years past your diagnosis? Karen worked 17 years, 18 years with multiple sclerosis. And Linda's talking about working 30 years. And only when she got bad with MS, she got approved in 4 months. My company, a lot of companies, what they will do is they'll give you attorneys to get your disability because they don't want to pay long-term that was back in the 90s. Anyway, hi, Frank. I will let you know. Did you get the email about the party? Did everybody get the email? You know what? And Sharia is sharing on Facebook that she was a stay-at-home mom, and you don't get anything being a stay-at-home mom, and that's not true, Sharia. That's good. You do get something. You foster a relationship with your children that your spouse doesn't get. It is you're the caregiver. That's huge when you are yeah. Robert, you know what? There is a Zoom meeting. Robert, did you get an email? All right, Robert, private message me your name. Well, I've got that. Your email address, your phone number, and your home address. Hi there. That is, that's an Far Eastern moniker. You have to give us your name. You can't, and we don't have translate. So, Robert, when you do that, I'll send you the actually, Dennis will connect you. He'll send you the link. Dennis and I are going to do a trial run after this, and yeah. So you know what? In fact, there's something that you ought to know is that you are, I believe, in the 90s, you were $16,000 a deduction on your spouse's taxes if you're a stay-at-home mom or stay-at-home spouse. $16,000. That means that staying home, you're being paid $16,000. Shemaya, did I pronounce that right? All right, $16,000. So what you have to do is every dollar above $16,000, that was back in the late 90s, you have to add up. So you have to make 17, 18, 19, because deduct $16,000, and that's how much you make. So think about it. You know, you have to make at least $16,000 in order at a stay-home mom. So that's $30,000 or $32,000. Don't forget, you get taxes taken out of that. So being a stay-at-home mom is a job. It's a beautiful job. So I salute all you stay-at-home moms. I have no excuse. I'm not a mom. I've got dogs. So you know what? I get Happy Mother's Day, and I think I am dedicated to you guys, to all of you. Shemaya, did I pronounce that right? Oh, I did. Haha, yes, Shemaya. Anyway, it is beautiful. I am so thankful that Shemaya. Can I ask you? I do this. because I believe God has called me to do this, or to serve everybody with MS this way, to have this space so that you can support each other. I believe that. Now, it doesn't matter what you believe in. I feel that God has brought us all together, and regardless of our faith. Now I have to ask you, Shamia, are you Christian or are you Muslim? Uh, Both of them are fine. It's all the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? You once upon a time. What's your name? What's your name? Hi, Denise. Hi, Paul. Paul. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, you're Muslim. That's wonderful. I've got a very dear friend, Nahid, and she's from Bangladesh, and she has Rangers, uh, um, sister. They were litter mates, so Ranger's my golden retriever, and we got to be friends. Believe it or not, because hi Denise, I was driving my car to the pharmacy, and I saw another car pull out, and in the back of the car was a dog that looked just like my dog. So guess what I did? And this won't surprise any of you. I followed her. And when she got out of the car, I got out too, and I said, "Oh my gosh, your dog is twins with my dog." I'm telling you, it's like I gave birth to my golden retriever. I can tell who's the litter mate. Well, Nahid said, "Oh my gosh, this is where I got my dog," and we became just such good friends. And she's also a Muslim, and she's such a peaceful, I honestly don't know of a kinder, happier person in this world than PB's mom, or Ranger's aunt. I love her. So whenever we go away, or she goes away, the dogs stay with Aunt Nahid, and then she gives me really great Bangladesh food. And so what all right, I've gone too long. All right, you want to see my dog? All right, come here, Ranger. Come here. Come here. All right, Domenico. You know what? Some Muslims are so nice, just like some Christians. You know what? Gandhi, who was a Hindu, he said to Billy Graham. I think it was Billy Graham. He said, "Hi, Richard." He says, he says, "This Jesus of yours, I like a lot. It's the Christians not so much." So I have to say that there are good Muslims and there are bad Muslims, and there are good Christians and there are bad Christians. And come here, Ranger. Come here. All right, Domenico wants to see you. Come here. All right. Come here. Over here. All right, I'm going to show you. Come here. Yes. Come here. All right, I'm trying. Dominica, sit. All right. So. All right. Now, let's see. All right, so there you've got my puppy, and he carries a basket. I'll tell you, Ranger, bring me the basket. I'm gonna show you because he's my service dog. Get the basket. Bring it. All right, I'm gonna show you. Get it. Bring it. Come here. Bring the basket. I'm gonna show you. Come here. Back. Ah, poor dog. Get the basket. Ranger, bring me the basket. I am trying my best. This poor dog. Get the basket. Bring it. Bring it. All right, I'm going to show you. Good boy. Get the basket. Bring it. Get the basket. Get the basket. All right. All right. I don't know whether you can see. Enough of that. All right. He brings a basket. I've got videos on Facebook. You know, and it's funny because Ranger actually weighs 90 pounds. He is the largest. His father was very large. He is the biggest dog, a golden retriever, most people have ever seen. And he's long and he's got a specific face. And it's so, I'll let you know that if you have MS, if you can get a dog and you can Google, thank you. If you can Google how to train a dog to be a service dog, I trained mine to get the mail. Well, actually, my husband and I partnered to get the mail, get the paper. He actually, if I fall down, if I'm on the floor, he will come and he'll stand beside me, and I can lean on his shoulders to stand up. And what's so great is that when I garden in the summer, I crawl around on my hands and legs, and he comes into the garden because it's uneven, and I can stand up, and then what I do is I lean on him, and then I have him come a little further. I say, okay, get over here, and he comes and he stands there, and I say, brace, brace. And then I stick, Rob, you made the jump. I love that. I love that. No, it's Rob Baker. You didn't. Rob Boker is. But anyway, it is huge. And then when I go to my car, I put the groceries, I put anything I need brought in, I put it in the basket, and he brings it in. I don't bring him around to public places because I actually need a service dog. And give me a cart, give me a disability scooter. I don't need some it's kind of like the people park. I parked in a handicapped spot yesterday, and I went in to PetSmart, and I came out, and there was a woman who parked in the handicapped spot on the zigzag, so I couldn't get my walker. And I walked beside her, and I knocked on her window, and she looked at me all incensed, and I said, you're parked on the stripes. Is there a way you can park closer so I can get my walker in the car? Plus, those of us who have to carry our leg inside the car use those stripes to throw that door out. And we tend to ding cars. So it's good to know if you are taking those spots because you can't see your disability. It's very good for all of you to know that those of us who have walkers, who throw our door real wide, need the handicap, or not the handicap, need the stripes on our driver's side. If you're over in Europe, it's on the other side. On the right side, not Europe. How about England? But anyway, so all right. All right, so what I will say, Jane, all right, Dennis, you know what? I will tell you that Goldens are great, but the problem is Goldens have a very high health problem. Ranger, purebred Goldens get cancer more often than any other dog. I don't know that's true. That's a but they get cancer. I know too many people with purebreds that get that. The other problem is that Goldens, I've had 2 Goldens and both of them had hip dysplasia. This one, the first one, had triple pelvic osteotomy. You know why I know that word? Because I paid for it. I paid to know that word. So, you just, and then Ranger, he's a big dog. He has inoperable hip, hi Mace, hip dysplasia. One hip is actually not attached. He's got a floating hip, and the other one is he's only is like this. It's displaced. His vet, which I fired, and I got a new vet, said that he's too big to have any surgery, and that I can't, we can't do anything but give him a comfortable life, and until he is in too much pain to live, and then we'll have to put him down. So what do? I no longer run him. If you're on YouTube, you've seen videos of me running my dogs. I don't run them. I walk. It's so all right. More of the story. If there is a way you can get a mixed breed, like a golden lab, go down to the shelter, get a young dog, get a young mixed breed that's a working dog. So working dogs, they have German Shepherd in them, Golden Retriever, Labrador. These are a poodle, mixed breeds like that. They tend to be healthier. You get them young, and you train them. You train them, and what you do is that I train my dog, but don't rely on me. YouTube, I love YouTube. It has all these videos on how you can do it. Just because you're disabled doesn't mean you can't train your dog. Leash training was the easiest thing in the world. I can instruct anybody to leash train their dog. So, Mace, God bless you. Mace, you're going to be in our party, right? Hi, Jane. Jane, and Jane, that's great. You have a Collie Spaniel Cross. Is he trained? All right, Carrie. You have, all right, Rodney talks about a Pyrenees. So what I want to know, all right, so what I want to know is if you have a mixed breed, yay! Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. Dennis Mace is going to join us in the party. All right, so if you have a mixed breed, I want to know if he's trained to help you, and what does your mixed breed do to make your MS easier. Ranger, he's a purebred. I'm not going to do a purebred again. But what is he trained to do? He helps me up. He gets the paper. I used to. Puppy Zoom and you know what? I think. All right. Let's see. All right, Jane. All right, I'm going to tell you real quick. I'm going to tell you because I am a pro on leash training dogs. All right, Jane. Beautiful Jane. Dennis, can you make this happen? Can we have a puppy Zoom party in January? Maybe once a month. Is there a possibility we can have a Zoom party once a month? Let's see how this goes. God willing, this goes. All right, leash training. I don't know whether it doesn't matter if you're able or disabled there. So what you're going to do is you're going to put the dog on the leash and you're going to go outside. And what you're going to do is you're not going to look at your dog. You're going to walk in say 20 paces forward, 20 paces to the right, 20 paces back in a giant square. What happens is that when the dog starts pulling, you don't look at him, you walk the opposite direction and you yank the chain. Or the collar. Well, the dog all of a sudden learns to look at you. So whenever the dog pulls, walk the other direction and start walking the direction until the dog starts pulling again, and then walk so that you'll walk in the square. You don't look at the dog until you're done walking, and then you stop and you still don't look at the dog. And when the dog sits, you pat the dog on the head and you look at the dog and you tell the dog he's a good boy or she's a good girl. And that is that's how you leash train a dog. There, just like that. And you know what? In the amount of time it took me to tell you how to leash train a dog, you can leash train a dog. So it's not rocket science. Dogs are easy to train. Easy to train. Oh my God. Yeah, Richard. I'm not even gonna read that. Hi, Chris. I'm not even gonna read that. Yeah, you've had to. You know what? Let me tell you something. I can walk my dogs without a leash, and they stay beside me. People come up, and in the cars, and they say, "Oh my gosh, how you've got the most magnificent trained dogs. How do you do that?" And you know what I tell them? Because you know me, I joke all the time. I say, well, these are the ones that listen. The ones that don't listen get hit by cars. No, but you that's not true. After a while, when the dog knows that he's supposed to be by your side and he looks at you, then you don't need to keep him on the leash. You know what? And that's not true unless it's a golden retriever, lab, unless it's a working dog. Because if it's a terrier like Donner, they'll run like crazy at a squirrel. Another dog, I have to keep him on a leash because he's a fool. Let's see. I will also tell you he's a purebred. He was my mother-in-law's dog. She passed away. We got, and I'll tell you, purebred miniature schnauzers have heart disease. It's in with their genetics. Genetically, they're predisposed to having heart failure. That actually happened with my mother-in-law's first miniature schnauzer, and now I've got this Donner. I've got this, or my husband and I've got Donner. Come here. I'm going to show you. Donner. All right, here he comes. Come here. So I know you guys can see. Right. Come here. All right. Come here. All right. So believe it or not, he's a white miniature schnauzer, but he's got a level 3 heart murmur that apparently the vet says that I'm taking very good care of. In that his teeth need to be brushed all the time, and I spray an enzyme, and he has to have a chew bone. But you know what? Is as much as these purebreds are fun to have because they're predictable with their training. Uh, it's better to have a mixed breed. They tend not to get cancer, not to have problems. They're hardier because what do they do with these purebreds? What do? They take them and they mix them with brothers and sisters, and they try to, and they have such a limit of their gene pool that it reinforces these bad diseases. Yeah. You know what? All right, Karen. Yeah, message me. It's the enzyme spray. If you go on Amazon and you spray that, I've been doing it for 4 years, and the vet said that he needed his teeth clean. But the other vet says his heart murmur, he can't be put under general anesthesia. So spraying that enzyme, it eats. It eats the tartar and stuff. You spray it at night before they go to sleep, and it's pretty good. Hi, Tim. Hi, buddy. It's good to see you. So anyway, all right. Talking a lot about dogs, son. But I'll tell you, my best friend yesterday went to PetSmart because he adopted 2 rescue cats, and one is gray. I've got a beautiful picture of them. The cat. I would love. In fact, I go to his house to get my cat fixed because I love cats, but I can't have that. Hi, Merry Christmas to you, my buddy. All right, this is the exercise we're doing for this Christmas. Tim, you've got to participate. This Christmas, everybody we meet, we are going to seek to understand and not be understood. I told you that my family, that we had such a drama. We have such a drama, and somebody. Almost like gossip. Somebody believed gossip and believed a lie and about me. And instead of explaining myself, I'm practicing letting my character stand for itself. So, all right. So let's let our character. Let's seek to be understood. And you know how you know you're doing this when somebody says why. When somebody says, let your no be your no. You say, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to participate in a squabble. And they said, why? Why? They say, why did you do this? Don't take the bait. And say, why are you asking? Just put it back on them. So, Sharia, you made the jump. All right. Chihuahuas, the problem with Chihuahuas is that they won't get your mail or your paper. You know what? I had a couple packages delivered from Amazon last night, and the Amazon driver got really lazy and threw the packages at the end of my ramp going up to my house. And it was cold, and I was in my socks. I called the ranger, the golden retriever, over, and I told him to bring in the packages. And he brought them in. He picked them up and brought them in one at a time. So a Chihuahua or miniature Schnauzer will not do that. So again, a mixed breed working dog. Wolfgang, my first, he was a golden retriever mixed with Australian Shepherd, and he was incredible. What I liked about him a little more than a golden retriever is that he was loyal. The golden retrievers are not loyal. A burglar can break in, slice my throat, and take my golden retriever, and my golden retriever will get Amazon packages for him. It just okay. So all right. So remember, next Thursday at 10 or at 11 o'clock is our Christmas party, our Zoom meeting. We're going to get those people on the list are going to get the email to participate in that. I'm still going to do this YouTube. I'm still going to do a MS Live, and I probably will not participate so much in the Zoom party, but I'm going to have it on. You guys are going to see me, and I'll just have mute on. But yeah, it's more important that you mingle. And I see your faces. Because I love you guys. So let's see. Here we go. Karen says you have 4. Oh, I tell you what. You know what? 4 Aussies. You know what's great about Aussies is that they're loyal. They know. Sunita, hi. It's nice to see you. Rodney, yeah, too funny. They're golden retriever is not loyal. Many Chihuahuas won't get your paper or your Amazon packages. Yeah, the problem, Karen, with Australian Shepherds is that they require more mental stimulation than golden retrievers, because or Italian Greyhound, any of that. They always have to be running, giving them a chew toy. Their mind always has to be working. I know Ranger, he feels, you can tell, he feels good about himself when he fulfills a Robert, it's good. But anyway, when he does something good, whereas a Australian Shepherd needs to do something all the time. Yeah, 13 acres, Karen. 13 acres is exactly. You gotta let them out so they can chase bunnies and they can chase each other and anyway. All right, Robert, I just got your instant message or your private message with your email address, and what I'll do is I'll forward that to Dennis to put you on the list. Robert, please send me your email address, your home phone, a video, a phone. Let's see, a cell phone that you can do videos, and your mailing address. And it's selfish. I want your mailing address because occasionally I want to be able to mail you. I'll tell you, I got something that I wanted to mail all of you who gave me your address. And I know you're like this, Jane. Because it's better to give than to receive, and I'm going to talk about that in a second. I got Hot Hands toe warmers, and I'm wearing them right now. Oh my gosh, my feet are always cold. And I thought about when I put them on every day, I thought about you. And Jane, you're like this because you did the cooling towel that I sent out. So occasionally, when we find something and we get a good deal on something that is, it is, I want your addresses so I can stick it in an envelope so you can try this. So if you're watching this and you're on YouTube, I'm sorry, subscribe to my channel and send an email to me. If you are on Facebook, follow me. Of course, I think everybody who's watching me on Facebook is a follower. And go to msfrontiers.org. And you see on the left side of that screen, it says join our support group. So fill out name, address, first and last name, address, email address, and your telephone number, and I'll add you to this support group. So we can all be there for each other. Also, I wanted to talk about the meaning of Christmas. Most people don't know, why do we exchange gifts? Why do we and we don't exchange gifts. You can't think of Christmas as exchanging gifts. We give gifts as a token of love for other people. Christians do, as a symbol of God. In John 3:16, God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, Jesus Christ. So if you believe him, you'll have everlasting life. He took our sins from us. He allowed us to be hypocrites. And you know what? How exciting. When you're sitting there and you feel all alone in your suffering and people don't understand you, instead of trying to make them understand, if we can take a break and be so thankful for the gift of Jesus Christ, we're never alone. We've got God with us. So what is Christmas to Christians? You give a gift to symbolize the love that God gave us, Christ. I'm to the point where I don't care. I don't need anything. I'm good. I'm better than myself than I should be. I love Amazon. But what is great is getting these foot toe warmers and thinking about you, thinking about the gift that Dennis, you're you know what? I take that personal. You have taken on the responsibility of having this meeting, running these parties. Dennis, it just, that is a Christmas present to me and to everybody else who's in this support group. Hi, Sean. And that it's so important. It's so important. Jane, you know what? I'll tell you how awesome Jane is. Last summer, remember when we were talking about how hot, how miserable it was? And I showed you a cooling towel for people with MS. Jane got a deal on cooling towels and had a whole package sent to me. Let's see, Sharia, was it you, Sharia? Let me know if you were one of the people that I sent them to, because I passed them out. I sent them out, and you know what? Jane paid for it, paid for the shipping for me to get it. I paid for the shipping for other people to get it. But I'll let you know, it wasn't paying for the shipping or paying for the thing that makes you feel better. It's the glee. It's just the glee we get of the other feeling comfort and feeling love. Richard, I think about you every time I pull out that walker. He gave me a super duper walker that turns into a wheelchair, and it's wide so I don't step on the tires because I do that. It is, and Jesus, Richard saying Jesus is the reason for the season. I know a lot of secular people who celebrate Christmas, gift exchanges, my best friend's Jewish, and he's coming over on Christmas Eve, and I got him a gift, but I got him a gift. And I know he's gonna love this gift. He's a fellow swimmer, and he's not gonna watch this, so I'll tell all of you. None of my pool buddies will watch this. I got him a neoprene swim jacket. That is because he's always cold. He's 70. He's always cold swimming in the water. Yesterday they told me it was 85 or 82 degrees in the water. I got in the water. I used a swim jacket and a vest, and I swam. And let me tell you something. It wasn't 82 degrees. It was probably 78 or 79. It wasn't 80. And I'll tell you this, swimming. Oh my gosh. I love the freedom I feel swimming. Do you remember what it was like for those of you who aren't great walkers anymore? Remember what it was like when you were able to walk and you could go for a walk and look at houses and the changes of seasons and how beautiful that was? There is somehow swimming, and I swim the right way. I do a half a mile or 40 laps up, and let me think, one way, 20 round trips. That it just, it's glory. It's glory. What is my favorite Christmas word? It's divine. Divine. Night divine. It is, oh, night divine. By the way, Karen, you on Facebook, you showed a beautiful picture of Saturn and Jupiter lined up in the southwest sky, and it mimicked the North Star, or not the North Star, it mimicked the Star of David. So there's some belief that maybe planets lined up. I don't know. Science is always trying to explain the phenomenon. It's true. I think God put a star right over Bethlehem and the manger to guide people. I don't think it was planets lining up. Even if it was, who's to say God didn't line up those planets? So I think, all right. So that was beautiful. So last night, the clouds in Bel Air, Maryland, never lifted, so we didn't see the star of that lineup. But enough of you published or put on your Facebook page that star, and it was so. Just because I didn't see it firsthand doesn't mean I didn't experience it. So thank you, Karen, for sharing that. Paul. Paul. God bless you, Paul. I'm glad you're watching. Have a Merry Christmas, Paul. Paul is my sister-in-law. I have a brother I share DNA with, but Paul is his wife's father. I love you, Paul. Love you. Anyway, Gina's here. Yeah, you better. You know what, Gina? Did you get my email? By the way, I got my blood work back for those of you who care, because I'm not going to share this with anybody there. Negative on UTI. So I don't have a urinary tract infection. Uh, I have my platelets are good. I'm still good with rituximab. The CD19 and 20 is still below 1%, so it's still good. So now, if they want me to have an MRI, I'm not having an attack, but they want to just they want to abuse me. But uh, so what's wrong with me? I just need to attitude adjustment, right? I'm going to go for it's 48 degrees, probably 50 degrees in Bel Air, Maryland today. And it's going to be a beautiful day for me to put the dogs by the walker that you gave me, Richard, and I will walk around the block. And what I practice is every once in a while I don't listen to music. I decide I'm not going to listen to music because all my neighbors come out and they talk to me, and I talk to all of them. I talk. It takes me about an hour to get around, because maybe an hour and a half, depending on how many people I talk to. And I'll tell you what, walking and praying and asking God to show me the things, the beauty, there is, you can see God in the wind, in the ruffling of the leaves, in the sun, in the clouds if you look up. So practicing, for me, practicing on just detaching. You know what's terrible for me, because I get emails from you guys, I get phone calls also. What's terrible for me is that uh, there's the addiction, the iPhone addiction, and at night or during the day, I can spend my entire time answering emails, or instead of living my life. um so you know what I have to do is put my cell phone. My New Year's resolution, not my new, because when you're a Christian, you're always looking at how you can be better. And I think I'd be a better wife and a better friend, and if I just put that phone away. I have to limit myself. So I'm between that and seeking to understand others, asking other people the questions, and not wanting other people to understand. How you feeling? I told my mom's is going to turn 80 in March. uh, and I've realized that these people who love me can't make life better for me. Thank you for the time check, Karen. They can't, and them understanding what I'm going through doesn't make it better for me. So I don't want them to understand what I'm going through. Uh, I would rather, here's a saying for you: people don't always remember what you say, but they always remember how you made them feel. And people like to talk about themselves, really like to talk about themselves, and including me. And I'm just thinking, Rodney, all right, you guys are on YouTube. All right, let's see. All right, Rodney, hi. All right, you guys are all saying hi to each other. And Karen said her too. And then Gina says, can you imagine we spend as much time in our Bible as our phone? You know what? That is always something that is. There was, in this devotion I read today, a woman was 45 minutes away from home. She locked her car keys and her cell phone in the car at a gas station. She called her husband, and the regular phone in the gas station office. She called her husband. Her husband says, I'll be there in 45 minutes to unlock your car. And at first she was really troubled because she couldn't entertain herself with games or with answering emails or anything. But then she realized that maybe, just maybe, God allowed that to happen. If all things, good and bad, work together for good. Romans 8:28, for those called according to his purpose. Locking your car with your keys and your cell phone may be an opportunity to be alone with God. So doesn't matter whether you're Muslim, Jewish, a Wiccan, or a naturalist. It just doesn't matter what you believe in. Believing in a higher power makes everybody better. But just something better or above yourself. I used to tell the Sunday school people that I would teach is when if you live the way accountable to your higher power. I like to say that I behave accordingly. When I look in the mirror, God sees me first. So I better I better have my house in order. And you know what? Do I have a lot to work on? I have more to work on than I don't. I'm still making mistakes. My sweet husband is a caregiver. He helps me all the time. So helps me stand up. He helps me. Sometimes he makes dinner. And I promised him last night I would make lamb chops because they had a sale on lamb chops at the grocery store. Well, you're supposed to let them get to room temperature an hour and a half before and to create a rub and let them get to room temperature. I waited until 6:30 and it is, it's 12 noon. Okay, thank you. I thought it was quarter of. All right, so the more of that story is that spend that time with God. Always look at understanding others. People, make them feel loved. So, and if you don't have a relationship with a higher power and you've done it all your own way, and you're done doing it your way. Ask Jesus into your life. Repeat the words after me. God, I know I've done it all my own way, and I don't know the right way anymore. So I'm going to trust you because you said, seek and ye shall find, knock and the door will be answered for you. And I'm seeking you with my whole heart to have a life of comfort and to love on other people and get out of my skin. Lord, I know you died for my sins, and I know that's what Christmas is about. Allow you to be my Savior. Or, excuse me, allow me to trust in you. Thank you, Jesus. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Oh my God. Boy, did I mess that one up. Go to msfrontiers.org. Send me your email address. And Dennis, are you ready? Let's do a trial run. I love you all, and I will see you at the Christmas party. Be sure to wear Christmas clothes. All right? All right? Love y'all. Bye,